isn't anybody reaching into their book bag? Let me guess, because nobody did their homework.
Sometimes I still bump into some problems with my work habits. I've missed maybe 1 or 2 homework assignments.
I'll just send more letters home.
We got big dreams and we got big fears, trying to survive our freshman year.
Welcome to finals week at Chatsworth High School. We know you've been studying hard all year, and especially this last weekend. Make sure that you get to class on time, get plenty of sleep, and remember,
it's not fun to be a freshman 2 years in a row.
good luck to the entire student body with your final project and test. It's not too late to improve your grades. If you need help,
talk to your teachers.
We want to get your score up in the 80s and 90s.
You said if you did not do any of the pre-writings, you won't accept it. That's the words you used. And
Didn't do it. It was incomplete. You got to pass two on both of them, darling. They were not done.
But
If they're done, if they're half done, in your case, you had a one line for each one, and I don't consider that done, Josh.
Miss Swidler, I would characterize as she's a pretty good teacher, at times understanding, at times inflexible.
Yeah, I told you you had to have it done on certain dates. Your response was, and I quote, "I had other things I had to do." That's not my concern.
Okay.
If you have other things you have to do, that's your problem. You think everyone else doesn't have other things they have to do? You're not the world does not revolve around you, Josh.
I realize now in hindsight, which is always 20/20, that I shouldn't have said I had other things to do. Then can't you, like, accept the essay for partial credit or something because I didn't do
If I accept it for partial credit, it'll be a fail anyway because it'll be half credit. Done. That's the bottom line. And you're trying to get out of it, and I'm not going to let you do it. You have to accept responsibility for what you did. It's not fair to the students that did do the work, even though they had other things that they needed to do. They still got it done. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna fight for this. I did all the pre-writing I needed to do to get all the evidence I needed to support my opinion in my essay, and I'm not going to throw 100 points down the drain. So if she refuses to change her opinion, I want to talk to the principal.
What can I do for you?
I disagree with the decision one of my teachers is making. She's not allowing me to turn in a 100-point essay. I can't afford to lose those points. I went to Mr. Wyatt, the principal, about it because I believed my view was correct. So I felt I had to take it to a higher authority. I want to fight to make her accept my essay.
Okay, I need a little more background on this. So, what's the essay about?
Whether or not Odysseus is a hero. I made one mistake when talking to her for the first time when she said she wasn't going to be accepting it. She asked me why my rough drafts were so sketchy, and I told her that I had to do other things, and I guess that kind of got to her because she's just, I guess you could say, been constantly mocking me with that whenever I go and talk to her.
Here at Chatsworth, the administrators kind of divide up the departments. Miss Bushner, our assistant principal, works with the English department. So what we need to do is take you over to Miss Bushner, have you tell the whole story over again, okay?
Not a problem.
We'll get Miss Swidler's side of it, too, okay?
Okay.
And then Miss Bushner will check everything out and then see what can be done. Okay.
He was just like, understood.
And you'll come in about
But it seemed like he didn't want to get involved. He just brushed me off to Miss Bushner.
Right answer.
I was not going to lose all the points this essay was worth.
So 240, you'll come in here.
And into this.
She's right here. Okay?
Which artist? I'm going to be fighting for this. And if I want something done, it's going to be done.
Hi, come on in.
Hey, Mrs. Bushner.
How are you?
Just wanted to tell you what happened with Mrs. Swidler.
Okay.
Mrs. Bushner, the assistant principal in charge of the English department, listened to my argument.
He was upset because his final paper wasn't going to be accepted.
Me and Miss Swidler, I guess you could say, have a discussion mediated by Miss Bushner.
This is a 14-year-old child challenging my authority. I just couldn't believe it. This has never happened to me before. I didn't even know what to say. Usually that the kids go to the parents first. He bypassed the parents completely, went to the principal. This is what I love. I love, you gave me a U. You gave me a fail. I said, no, you gave yourself a fail, and you gave yourself a U. I felt it was completely wrong. I couldn't believe I was arguing with a 14-year-old.
She can be a bit stubborn at times. But I guess at this point I should also say I could also be a bit stubborn at times.
There was a compromise reached where she would accept his paper under certain situations and certain conditions. I don't know how successfully he wrote the paper, but at least she did accept his paper.
I've never seen a kid come at me like Josh did. I've never seen a student pursue something with such ferocity. I sat down, what can I tell you? I felt bad. He's a good student and he's extremely bright. It's the first time he ever did something like that, so I just gave him a break and I let him turn in full credit. And he did an excellent job on it.
I ended up being the only person in my class to get an A on it.
Josh is extremely bright. Sometimes I think he thinks beyond me. I mean, he's one step ahead of me all the time, which is tough for a teacher to take. But since there's no way I'm going to surpass him, I just let him help me out because he's got knowledge beyond, I'd say, some of the teachers, including myself. Sometimes it seems that way.
I realized that I could get things accomplished myself and that I don't always have to go running to my mom or my dad. And that if I try hard enough, I might be able to do it myself. My biggest accomplishment this year, it's hard to say. The whole English essay situation, I was glad I was able to resolve that and have both myself and my teacher happy with the resolution. Now that it's the last day of school, I look back and I've come to realize that freshman year can be hell.
Ow!
Or freshman year could be paradise. It all depends on what you do. Senior year. I may not be the most popular guy in school, but I'd be somebody could come to, talk to. I'd be able to act. I'll probably have a girlfriend, I don't know who yet. I will carry my education on to college.